Hi to all my fellow wannabe Cryptonaires. My name is Dee Dee and today I want to talk about crypto airdrops. I have heard some amazing success stories about airdrops. One where a single airdrop returned over $3,000 in 4 months for a task which took only 5 minutes to complete and didn't cost a single cent. Do you want to find out more and find out how you can get a piece of the action? Because I'm going to break down exactly what a crypto airdrop is, what is involved, and how you can get started today in getting yourself some free coins. Money may not grow on trees, but tokens seem to just drop out of the sky. Of course, I'm talking about crypto airdrops. If you didn't hear the words, money doesn't grow on trees while growing up, then count yourself lucky. I remember my dad would shout out at me after catching me being wasteful with money, has always stuck with me. We would all love it if money just grew on trees, but it doesn't. There are almost no times where money just materializes from nowhere. But this only took into consideration fiat money. That was BC, before cryptocurrency. If you don't have much cash to start with, getting involved with crypto airdrops is a great way to get yourself some crypto for $0, or just a great way to speed up your whole wannabe Cryptonaire journey. When it comes to free money, or free tokens in this case, you still really can't get something for nothing, but you can get something for no cost, and this is where crypto airdrops come in. An airdrop is the term given when a blockchain project known as an ICO, initial coin offering, gives away free tokens to people that meet certain conditions. It's that simple. First, let's look into what actually an ICO is. An ICO is just a fundraising mechanism in which new blockchain projects sell their underlying crypto tokens. It's somewhat similar to an IPO, initial public offering, or a float, whereby investors purchase shares in a company prior to it being listed on the public stock exchange. ICOs are a relatively new phenomenon that have quickly become a dominant topic of discussion within the blockchain community. Many view ICO projects as unregulated securities that allow its founders to raise an unjustified amount of capital, while others argue it is an innovation in the traditional venture funding model. ICOs aren't just about funding. They're also a way to market the company's project and seed their initial user base. Airdrops can do that, except that unlike a token crowd sale, there's no cost or financial risk on the user's side. The hope is that once people get their hands on free tokens, they'll pay more attention to the startup's project or even become an early adopter. Think of crypto airdrops as a form of advertising. A project gives away a small amount of tokens to enthusiasts in exchange for a few simple social media tasks. The crypto space is still very young and unregulated, which means there have been a large number of scams and frauds popping up all over the internet, which many people have fallen prey. So much so, to help protect the people, social media tech giants like Google, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and even MailChimp have all come out officially and announced that they will be banning ICO and any cryptocurrency paid advertising on their platforms, leaving startup blockchain projects no way to market their upcoming ICOs using traditional digital paid advertising campaigns. Which is good news for us, because that huge budget is now distributed in the way of free tokens using airdrops to anyone who is willing to help spread the word and participate in their marketing campaign. All you have to do is register for the airdrop and complete a few simple social media tasks, like subscribing to a YouTube channel, following on Twitter, liking a Facebook page, or even joining a Telegram group. Sometimes you just have to hold another major crypto like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and projects will take a snapshot of all the holders on a certain date and issue tokens to these people in an airdrop. Now that you have a good understanding about ICOs and what an airdrop is, let's look into what you are going to need to set up to get you started. Take your time to get everything set up properly, as moving forward you will find that having a few things in place will make life so much easier and make doing airdrops a simple and fast 5-minute task every time. As a precaution, I strongly recommend you set up a brand new independent Google account. This will automatically set up a new Gmail address for you. Gmail has very thorough malware and virus checking. This is also invaluable because it removes 99.9% of the risk that your computer will be infected. And use a password that's different from all your usual passwords. Once you have set up your Google account, now it's time to create a Google Docs or Sheets to record your details and track your progress. Myself, I prefer Google Sheets, as it allows me to keep things well organized and easy to find when needed. So now you have a Google account, a new email address, and a place to keep all your data. The next step is to create a virtual wallet. A virtual wallet is just like an online bank account, but for cryptocurrencies, a place where ICOs can airdrop your tokens. Now, even if you already have a wallet, I'm going to recommend setting up a brand new wallet just for airdrops. Not only for a second level of protection, but also making it easy to keep track of all your free tokens and how much money you have made doing airdrops. Most airdrops are Ethereum-based ICOs and require an Ethereum wallet that is ERC20 compatible, not one that's on the exchange. You have to hold the public and the private keys, and no, not all wallets are created equal. Setting up a wallet is free and it's pretty easy. I recommend either MyEtherWallet or MyCrypto. I will post the links below along with any other links that I have mentioned during this video. As I mentioned earlier, to receive your free tokens, the ICO is going to ask you to participate in their marketing campaign by expanding their reach and spreading the word. You are going to need active accounts set up with all the major social media platforms. The main ones you are going to need is YouTube, and because Google own YouTube, you will find you already have an account set up, ready and waiting for you. You're going to need Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Reddit, Bitcoin Talk, Medium, Bounty Ox, and occasionally even Instagram and Pinterest. Where possible, it's a good idea to try and use the same username and profile pic across all the platforms, not only making it easier for yourself, but also for ICOs to recognize you. As you create each profile, don't forget to record the username and login URL in your Google Docs, as you are going to need it when you start your first airdrop registration. I think it is important that we should talk about scams in the ICO space. I don't want to scare you, but please at all times proceed with caution. While the ICO ecosystem may be a multi-billion-dollar industry, it is mostly unregulated and ICO scams are becoming more and more common. I have a couple of golden rules that I recommend to protect yourself and your crypto. The first and the most obvious is never ever provide or type into any website your private key or your 12-word recovery seed. This is definitely the earmark of scammers at work. Never access your wallet from an ICO's website or email, as they could be tracking your keystrokes to gain access. Always check the URL address before you key in your password. Look for misspellings. The best way to access your wallet is from a saved bookmark that you know is correct. Never ever send an ICO any money. Airdrops are always free. Personally, I also try and avoid airdrops that require you to complete a KYC, know your customer, especially if they require you to send in photos of your driver's license and passport. Remember, you really don't know who is behind these companies and what they are going to do with your information, or even how secure their data storage is. Identity theft across the internet is a serious problem. So for me personally, I refuse to complete a KYC for airdrops, as there is plenty of them that don't require it. It's just not worth the risk. Watch out for my next video, as I will walk you through step by step as I complete an airdrop from start to finish. Well, that's it for this episode. If you enjoyed this video or learned something, leave a like, leave a comment below, and subscribe to this channel if you want to be a Cryptonaire.